What is going on, everybody? It's your girl Cherish Walteezy back with another one. Today we do have a how to cop guide fresh and ready for you guys. We will be talking about how to cop the Air Jordan 3 Muslin. I hope I'm saying that right. These joints do release this Friday, so I am going to let you guys know how to get your hands on a pair of these. Before we get into today's video, make sure if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your girl so we can reach the next goal of 300 subscribers, and go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video and check out these kicks. Before we get into how to cop these things, we are going to go over some of the details of this release. If you guys did not already know, these shoes are releasing this Friday, March the 25th, 2022, and they are releasing at 9 a.m. Central Time. These shoes are retailing for $200 US, and they are only releasing in the men's/women's sizes. So it will be in a size run of a men's 7 or a women's 8.5 up to a men's 18 or a women's 19.5. I'm still trying to get some information about how many pairs are releasing for this release. So as soon as I know that information, I will update the description down below, because I'm not gonna lie, since it is releasing on a Friday and a lot of retailers are not getting these shoes, I do feel like there is going to be limited pairs. So taking a look at some of the details of the actual shoe, these shoes do have the heavy, durable canvas that's going throughout the entire upper. And that upper is also paired with a sail midsole, so it gives the entire shoe a vintage look. And then the shoe also has university red accents throughout the shoe, like the Jumpman on the back, the Air on the back. That university red gives it a pop, so that is something else to look forward to. Something that you will notice on this shoe that has brought a lot of attention is that these are Air Jordan 3s, but they do not have the elephant print. These kicks do replace the normal elephant print that we see on Jordan 3s with a gray suede material. So it kind of looks similar because it has that gray pop, but it does not have the elephant material. So that is something that stands out. I've heard a lot of controversy. I think people actually really dig that on these Jordan 3 Muslins. The entire shoe with the canvas upper and the different colors that they incorporate gives the whole shoe a vintage or aged look, which is something that I think really attracts people to the shoe and why the hype is so high for these kicks. Also, when you take a look at these shoes, they remind me a lot of the off-white Jordan 3s that just released, I think, in 2021 that your girls took an L on. They look very similar to those, and they also remind me of the Ama Maniere 3s that just released, I think, in 2021 as well. Both of those shoes look like this shoe, which may be why I really want them, because I took an L on both of those kicks, and that may be why a lot of other people really want them and why these kicks are hype. Alright guys, so we have went through all of the details of these kicks and why they are oh so phenomenal. Your girl most definitely wants to take a dub on these, and I know a lot of you guys out there do too. But as I mentioned, these kicks may be a little more limited than expected, so we have to go over how to grab these things. So first and foremost, as I always mention, the main thing to try to do before the release date is to start entering raffles. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's because the release date has been pushed back so much, because a lot of retailers are not releasing this shoe. I don't know if they're just not going to get them, or if they may be pushed back again for those locations, but we need to start entering the raffles. There are just a few raffles that are still open for these kicks. The main one that I always tell people to enter is Hibbett Sports. So they do have those open right now. You need to go enter those ASAP, because I'm not 100% sure when they're going to close. But since these shoes do release on Friday and today is Tuesday, it's probably going to close pretty soon. So make sure to go enter that. Then there's also open raffles for SNS and Foot District. Those are the only 3 raffles that I've been able to find that are open at this time. So make sure you guys go check those out ASAP. So if you guys do take an L on the raffles and now it's release day and you're trying to figure out how to take a dub on these kicks, I got y'all. So when it comes to trying to cop these kicks on the actual release day, it's similar to the raffles. They are going to be releasing on the Sneakers app as a draw, and then they're also going to be releasing on Hibbett Sports app at 9 a.m. Central Time, and then Foot District will also be releasing these, but they do have them listed as releasing on March the 26th, which would be Saturday. So take note of that for Foot District. I don't know if it's going to change, if that's an error, but they may be releasing the next day. If you do try to get them on the 25th and you take an L, Foot District may be the place to go on the 26th. As I always mention, Sneakers is always the best place to try to cop these kicks because they do have the highest amount of pairs of these shoes. So make sure you put all of your eggs, or the majority of your eggs, in the Sneakers basket and try your best to take a dub on that app. As I mentioned, these shoes are releasing as a draw on the Sneakers app. The draw will open up at 9 a.m. Central Time, and Sneakers will give you 10 minutes to try to catch a dub on these bad boys. So with that being said, you have 10 minutes to try to enter as many accounts as possible. As I always mention, if you are going to be entering on multiple accounts, you have to be smart about it because Sneakers be trying to catch you. So if you do that, make sure the information is different. Try to use a different name, different address, different card, most definitely. Got to have a different email, I'm pretty sure. And I typically try to have a different shipping address if I didn't already mention that. So you can put your home address, you can put your work address, you can put your granny's address, your mama's address. Have friends and family make accounts for you, and you can try to enter on those as well because you have 10 minutes to try to enter as many accounts as possible. And you can do the same thing with the raffles. If you want to have your family and friends make accounts for the raffles, you can start entering those for Hibbit, SNS, those raffles I mentioned. Have your friends and family enter those for you as well because that's going to be the best bet on you trying to take a dub on these kicks. So if you are going to be entering on multiple accounts, if you are doing it all from the same residence, then try your best not to have all of the accounts or all of the devices that you're using on the same Wi-Fi. Try to use a couple on Wi-Fi, some on like your, what's it called, your data, your you know, phone data, whatever. Use hotspot, whatever you got to do, but try to switch it up just a little bit, you know, try to finesse the system and make sure you have all of your information already manually in the app. So already have your size picked, your address loaded, your email loaded, your everything loaded, I don't know what else. And then make sure you use Apple Pay. Make sure your card's in your wallet. Make sure your card and your wallet got some money on it. And your payment method for your Sneakers account is set to Apple Pay with no other cards on there. If you do this, this will be the best bet, highest chances of you catching a dub on the Sneakers app, which is going to be probably the best place to try to catch a dub. Now, if you want to try your luck on these other locations that I mentioned, I would say go to the Sneakers app, enter the draw first, and then you can try to go to these other locations. But their queue is going to open at 9 a.m. Central Time, maybe even a little before. So make sure you're ready for those because these other foot sites ain't no joke. It's going to be hard to catch a dub on those, especially with these kicks being limited. So make sure you guys are ready to go before 9 a.m. Central Time. If you do these things, you will most definitely increase your chances of catching a dub on these kicks. As always, we got to go over the resale numbers and see what these resale prices are talking about because that also plays a huge part in if these shoes are going to be limited or not, just in case some people are out there just trying to get these things to sell them. Resale is looking pretty decent right now. I don't know if it's going to stay this way, but right now on GOAT, these shoes are reselling from $365 to about $1,000 or so dollars. And on StockX, they are reselling for $350 to about $702. Resale is looking pretty mighty, especially with these shoes retailing for $200. Now, will these shoes stay at this resale price? I don't know. They may decrease. I can see them probably going down to maybe 300, high 200s. I wouldn't see them going any lower than like 250, 260-ish, high 300s, just because these shoes are so close to the off-white 3s and the Amamineers, and people have just really been looking forward to these joints. So most definitely can see resale staying pretty crazy. So make sure you guys think about that whenever you plan on going for these kicks on Friday. Alright guys, that is all the information that I have on how to try to cop the Air Jordan 3 Muslin. I don't know if it's Muslin or Muslin, but y'all know what I'm talking about. These threes do release this Friday, March the 25th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you guys are ready to go. If you did like today's video, give it a big thumbs up for your girl. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you're going for these things, what you think about them. Let me know if you think that the resale will go up or down. Let me know what y'all thinking down below in the comments. And if you are new to the channel, I would appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button and join the rest of the sneaker gang. That's all that I have for today's video. I will catch you in the next one.